Acme English Reader. 4. The Witty Man of Japan. There once lived in Japan a king who had many wise men at his court. He himself was famous for his wisdom. People from far and wide came to his court and put puzzling questions to him. And they always went back satisfied. Once 3 merchants from a distant land came to his court. They each put a question to the king. The questions were so puzzling that neither the king nor his courtiers could answer them. Just then a courtier suggested that Avanti should be called. Only he could answer the merchants' questions. Avanti was a poor man. He wore simple clothes and kept a stick in his hand. He had a donkey to ride. In appearance, he looked as if he were a foolish man. But, in reality, he was very wise, and witty, too. Sitting on the back of his donkey, Avanti came into the court before long. He had his stick in his right hand. He got down his donkey, bowed to the king and all those present at the court, and stood beside the donkey. Then he said to the merchants, "Sir, you can put your questions to me and I'll try to answer them all." The leader of the merchants stood up, bowed to the king and asked him if they might ask their questions. "Yes, you may," said the king. The merchant turned to Avanti, looked at him with a smile on his face and asked, "Where is the center of the earth?" Pointing to the right foreleg of his donkey, Avanti replied, "The center of the earth is right under the right foreleg of my donkey, sir." "Sir," asked the merchant with wonder, "how do you know that the center of the earth is here, and not anywhere else?" "It is because I know it for certain," replied Avanti without any hesitation. "And if you have any doubt about it, you can verify it by measuring the earth." The second merchant stood up and said to Avanti, "Can you tell me, sir, how many stars are there in the sky?" "The number of stars in the sky," replied Avanti, "is exactly equal to the number of hair on the body of my donkey." "Can you prove what you say, sir?" asked the merchant. "Yes, I can," replied Avanti. "If you first count the stars in the sky and then the hair on the body of my donkey, you'll see for yourself that I am right." Now the third merchant, who wore a very long beard, stood up and said to Avanti, "Can you tell me the exact number of hair in my beard, sir?" "If you tell me the number of hair on the tail of my donkey," replied Avanti, "I'll certainly tell you the number of hair in your beard." The 3 merchants had nothing more to say. Thanking the king, they quietly went out of the court. The king was pleased with Avanti, and gave him a big reward. Bowing his head, Avanti thanked the king, turned, got on his donkey and left for home happily.